Our farm is located in a rural area at about 20 kilometers from the capital city, Ouagadougou. There is no running water or electricity to connect the farm to. So we had to find a water source, electricity supply, a way to go around and get our materials and ingredients to the farm. In this video, I would like to tell you about our sources of water and electricity and our modes of transportation at the farm. So if you are thinking about starting a farm in Africa, stick around until the end to get all the information you need to set up your farm. If you are new to this channel, welcome to the family. To returning viewers, I say thank you. I started this channel with the purpose to share my experience in the hopes of motivating and inspiring more Africans in the diaspora like me to consider investing their savings on the continent because the returns on investment is likely higher than the returns abroad. The risks are certainly high, and that's why the returns are also high. But more importantly, the social and development impact could be huge if we are successful. To set up a source of water on the farm, we had to dig a borehole, which was a huge challenge and frankly the biggest challenge we faced while trying to get the farm going. In case you are not familiar with this, there are waterways underground that run through fractures in the rock bed at varying depths. So these fractures in the rock bed can be located and dug to in order to pump water out. When water is found, a pipe is installed down to the waterbed. Then a cylindrical pump is lowered through the pipe and submerged in the water. Water is pumped to a water tower that is high enough to send it all around the farm. There are various methods and machines designed to locate these fractures in the rock bed and the depths. The machines range in prices, with the more precise ones reaching upwards of $200,000. There are also traditional practitioners who can locate these underground waterways through various methods. Because this is not really an exact science, the machine or traditional practitioner can indicate a spot, but when you dig, there is no water. The challenge for us was locating the underground waterways. Because on 7 different occasions, a combination of machines and traditional practitioner indicated a spot, and when we dug, there was no water in the rock bed. This was very costly to us because we had to pay every time they came to dig. It was so costly that we almost gave up on the land. But then by chance, we were able to find water. We were actually in the process of selling the land to acquire a different one to start over. Then someone heard about our misadventure and our 7 unsuccessful tries and decided on his own to come and look for water on our land. I didn't even know that someone was going to the farm to look for water. I just got a video one day telling me that they found water on the farm. So we stopped the sale of the land and started building the infrastructure required to get the farm up and running. I had already ordered the solar pump and solar panels needed to pump the water out, so we just had to install them. I ordered the pump and solar pump from Alibaba, and I explained how you can buy equipment from Alibaba and ship them to your country in a previous video, which I will leave a link to in the description. We now have a constant supply of water on the farm. But since the pump is powered by solar panels, if the sun doesn't come out, which is a very rare occurrence in Burkina Faso, then we can run out of water. Our water tank capacity is 5 cubic meters or 5,000 liters, which is a lot of water. But when we start our vegetable farm in a few weeks, our daily water needs will increase. We preempted this by building a tower to be able to hold 2 water tanks for a total capacity of 10 cubic meters or 10,000 liters. Only one tank is installed at the moment, but we'll install the second one when our demand for water starts to increase. After we solved the water problem, we also had to think about having a constant supply of energy to power the machines and for cooking. For our energy needs, we use a combination of diesel power generator, solar panels, gas tanks, and more recently a biodigester. First, because we had plans to mix our own feed on the farm, we needed enough power for the grinder and mixer we purchased to make the feed. So we acquired this diesel power generator also from Alibaba and had it shipped to the farm. But I made a mistake because I purchased a single phase power generator, so we couldn't directly power the grinder and mixer because the 2 motors on it are 3-phase. This was a costly mistake because I had to purchase a converter that converts single phase power to 3-phase. It was an expensive purchase. After that, We were able to power the grinder and mixer, and everything is working fine now. One of the motors did break down at some point, but we had it fixed. Then we installed solar panels to power the incubators that will be used to produce chicks on the farm. The solar panels also provide power to lit up the chicken pens. We also use solar panels to supply electricity in the living quarters on the farm. For cooking, we buy gas tanks, but we have recently installed a biodigester to produce biogas, which we'll use for cooking. I also purchased the biodigester from Alibaba. At first, I wanted to have it built in concrete, but then I was watching a Kenyan farmer describe a biodigester he had purchased from China, so I looked it up and it was way cheaper than building with concrete. The best organic waste for the biodigester is cow manure, and our neighbors have lots of cows, so we just collect the cow manure from them to feed into the biodigester. We can and will use the chicken manure. The plan is to install additional biodigesters for brooding. That way we can save on heating costs. And lastly, for transportation, we have this motorcycle and this tricycle. We use the motorcycle for errands to pick up small items or just to get around. And the tricycle is used to transport all sorts of goods, including construction materials, feed ingredients, and even live chicks. So this is the quick rundown on how we get our water, our energy, and how we get around at the farm. I hope this information was useful to you. So long, and see you in the next video.